Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Now, there has been growing dissent online as it relates to the propaganda being spread by the media powerhouse machine, Team USA, as well as some of their athletes like Noah Lyles, about the titles, misrepresenting the titles, fastest man in the world, fastest woman in the world, trackies, and pretty much taking on such titles and monikers for themselves and introducing themselves to a wider audience that is now engaged because it's the Olympic Games. Such falsehoods have sent the internet in a ripple at this particular point about how can these athletes and this country misrepresent these titles as such and spread such falsehoods. Now, guess what? Noah Lyles has come out with a response, and I'm going to tell you what he had to say, track is, and then, of course, I'm going to get back with my thoughts. Now, this is what Noah had to say. I would like to address the comments surrounding the fastest man title. This title, or the titles fastest man and fastest woman, are awarded annually to the winners of the 100 meters at the World Championships. I won the 100 meters at the 2023 World Championships, and Shakiri won the women's. We do not intend to disrespect or discredit past records or times set in the new season. This simply is how the title is determined. If another male or female wins the 100 meters at this year's World Championships, I'm assuming he means next year because this year's an Olympic Games, they will assume the title. I hope this clarifies the matter for those who had questions. Now, it's quite interesting that Noah Lyles has this to say when he makes reference to the fastest man slash fastest woman title slash moniker that they've, pretty much put onto themselves, which nobody gave them. Now, for me, track is interestingly, there's a huge difference between fastest man in the world and world's fastest man or fastest man alive. Now, the title slash moniker that Noah Lyles is making reference to is world's fastest man and world's fastest woman, right? So when you win the world title in the 100 meters, male or female, automatically that moniker you receive. Now, I don't know who started it. I was having a discussion earlier on where, some members were saying, hey, we've never heard this before, but I was explaining that, hey, I've been watching track and field for a while, and it's a title that I've heard before. The reference has been made when an athlete wins the 100 meters, the blue ribbon event at a world championships, they are automatically called world's fastest, right? Regardless of the fact that they may not in that year have the fastest performance or even are the fastest athlete, altogether, right? This is a title I've heard before. Now, as I said, I do not know who started it. I do not know if it was a commentator that started it and it just, caught on, but it was a trend, or it is a trend to date. I guess we haven't heard it in recent years. I guess now that Noah Lyles has unearthed it, it's creating problems. But the problem that Noah Lyles does not realize is that he's actually using the wrong moniker slash title. So I'm going to let you listen to the same Noah Lyles. No, he did this apology today, and he also did this video today. Now I'm going to let you take a listen to what Noah Lyles had to say in a video of how he introduced himself to the American audience, and then I'm going to continue.
What's up, Team USA? This is Noah Lyles, fastest man in the world, and we are out here in Paris getting ready to go on our tour of the world, introducing America to the Olympics. So let's get hyped, let's get excited, and I'll see y'all out there.
All right, as you guys can hear, Noah Lyles introduced himself as the fastest man in the world. Now, track is, there's a huge difference between fastest man in the world and world's fastest man, right? Or fastest man alive, right? So let me just give a quick breakdown as it relates to my understanding of these titles, right? Now, world's fastest man is the moniker that Noah Lyles is making reference to. Now, that moniker is something that you receive automatically, as I said, when you win the 100 meters, the blue ribbon event at the World Championships. As I said, there's no way of dating who started it, where it came from, or at least I'm not sure, who started it. But right now, that's the moniker. World's fastest man, as you can hear, world, because you are the world champion. So it's world's fastest man, right? No, the moniker fastest man in the world is literally for the man that is the fastest man in the world. So let's take into consideration. So the fastest man in 2024, guess what? Is not Noah Lyles, right? The fastest man in the world in 2024 is actually Kishane Thompson, right? He has done a time of 9.77 seconds, faster than any other athlete has ran this season. So again, he cannot make reference to himself as fastest man in the world because in this 2024 season, he is not the fastest man in the world. But there's also saying fastest man for the actual fastest man, which is the world record holder, Usain Bolt, who is actually still alive because we've heard instances of Americans making reference to Noah Lyles and Shakiri as fastest, man slash woman alive. Like, excuse me, the world record holder, Usain Bolt, is still alive. He's the fastest man alive. No, he's also the fastest man, point blank, period. It doesn't even have to do with world. It's just he is the fastest man, point blank, period, because he's a world record holder with his world record of 9.58 seconds. So, Chuck, is for me, it's very disingenuous for Noah Lyles to come out here and say this, especially when he was the one that was harping on titles back in the day. He was the same one that was harping on titles when it comes to America and their domestic leagues, where pretty much only Americans compete in, and them considering themselves that they are the world's best, when in reality, you're not competing against the world. When in actuality, you're competing against your own countryman, just on different teams, right, Shaki? So that cannot be considered a world title. So Noah Lyles himself has come out and hit out against persons, taking on titles and monikers that they did not earn and spreading falsehoods. And here he is taking on the title fastest man when he's not the fastest man, right? The moniker that is given to a world champion when you win that 100 meters is not fastest man, it is world's fastest man. Not fastest man in the world, not fastest man in the life, not fastest man, right? It is world's fastest man because you are the world champion, right, Trackies? So, with that being said, I do find Noah Lyles a little bit on the hypocritical side, when it comes to this. So, Trackies, with that said, guess who stepped out? Bolt! Yes, a Mr. Bolt stepped out. Not the Usain variety, but his brother, Sadiki Bolt, stepped out. And this was after, Noah Lyles published that video, or Team USA published the video about Noah Lyles saying he's the fastest man in the world. He said, "You are not the fastest man in the world. You never were, and you definitely ain't currently. You got a mighty long way to go to even come close to achieving that." Hashtag relax, right? That is exactly what he had to say. And he's not wrong because guess what? He's not the fastest man in the world because, as I said, that title overall goes to one, Usain Bolt. But if you're looking at it from a season perspective or the athletes that are still competing right now, he still isn't the fastest man in the world currently because guess what? That title goes to one Kishane Thompson. So they're just wantonly going around, spreading their propaganda, their falsehoods about who is the fastest man in the world. I see, athletes running up to Noah Lyles. "Oh my God, I met the fastest man in the world." No, he's not the fastest man in the world. Right, Noah? You are not the fastest man in the world. Get that straight. If you want to talk about the moniker that you receive after winning the world championship title, okay, fine. You got the world's fastest man moniker. End of story, right? You're not the fastest man in the world. Now move along, right? With that being said, Trackies, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.